Precious metals are rising in an environment in which macroeconomic expectations are assuming either a mild recession or stagflation. Both environments are generally positive for gold. Gold tends to work very well in stagflation and certainly in recessions. The only thing that would change that dynamic would be a significant move in terms of supply and demand. If we look at supply, it's definitely not rising. 2022 saw a decrease in supply of gold while demand rose significantly. Central banks are purchasing more gold to reduce their imbalances in their balance sheets, their loss-making balance sheets, with the demise or the collapse at least of many of the assets that they own in the balance sheet. And certainly it's a way of getting reserve of value assets and improving the reserves in their balance sheets. Additionally, global demand for gold continues to rise while supply remains constrained. And this is a picture that is very similar in silver, also very similar in palladium, not exactly the same in platinum. So if we look at silver, it is very evident that supply is growing a little bit, however, not enough to cover demand and certainly not enough to cover the deficit, the structural deficit in supply and demand that exists in silver. This is the same picture for palladium and for gold, is that even if we see a modest increase in supply, it is not going to be enough to cover the structural deficit of supply and demand, even considering those reserves overground. In the case of palladium, it looks like supply might be more robust. However, it's still a picture of higher demand than supply. So overall, the supply-demand picture is positive. The investor flow is positive as well in an environment of recession or stagflation. And certainly the overall monetary picture in which global fiat currencies are losing their position as reserve of value is also helping. So in those three aspects, it looks like precious metals might work significantly because of those fundamental but also inflow elements.